One of the things I wanted to ask you, so how did you meet Crazy Carlos? Like, how was that meeting, and how did you end up in Central Park?
Okay, so the DJ community is large, but it's also very, very small. So everybody pretty
Yeah.
much knows everybody, whatever, right? I got introduced to Carlos through DJ Dada. I'm sure you're familiar with her, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love Didi Dollar. Yeah,
So
Dollar.
Dada and I, we became very close, whatever. And she asked me if I wanted to play with her at Central Park with Crazy Carlos, right? So I'm like, does he have? I was a little scared because he's doing this without a permit, so that's kind of crazy. But the dude gets away with it, and I'm glad that It's awesome that he's doing that. So this was 2 years ago, 2023,
Oh, oh wow,
right?
okay.
So um I knew pretty much what I wanted to do, right? Because I knew the DJs that were going to be DJing with me. My like Dada was going to DJ with me, and KC Productions. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I had both Dada and Casey on the show, so I've been blessed to have
Okay,
those guys on the show. Yeah,
awesome, cool. So I pretty much know how they play. So I
yeah,
wanted to play completely different. So what I wanted to do, being that it's Central Park and we're very close to the skate circle,
yeah.
I wanted to play disco house,
Mm.
right? So I started playing the disco house, right? And I had everybody jumping, man. It was awesome. I actually vividly remember seeing a dude just lose his mind, started going crazy, dancing and all that, right? And that's what you want as a DJ. You want to see people dancing. So,
Yeah.
right? That was how I met Carlos, and you know, after that, we pretty much hit it off. He likes the way I play. He's asked me to play for him since. So, you know,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
how
No.
that's been going on.
Listen, when I heard you that first time a couple of weeks ago, and you were playing, I remember you were playing a track, and I remember I was trying to Shazam it. That's how bad I thought it was. That I was I couldn't even get it. I'm like, wow, this is rare. If I can't even get it on Shazam, that's rare. That's how to me that song was such a banger. So and John, before I let you go, I just want a couple more questions. So you got your first gig, you were what, 20 years old, and so what do you got, like, so how do you get your gigs though? Is it by word of mouth? You still do the, now it's you hand in a flash drive or you email someone? How do you get your gigs now?
So it's very unfortunate, man, that I'm in this position right now. I
Mm,
don't get a chance to play like I used to anymore.
mm,
It's become very saturated. The DJ culture here in New York City.
right.
It's pretty much the same sort of thing happening every week, and I unfortunately I don't have that much opportunity to play here in New York. That's why my focus now is to play overseas.
Ah,
Six
okay.
6 years ago, I got a taste of that, and I was very, very like drawn to doing that. I had a chance to DJ in London back
Really?
in 2019, and it was
Yeah.
the greatest experience of my life, man. Absolutely the greatest experience of my life. Um, when we get off the phone, I'll show you the videos of that time. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very blessed to be connected with DJs from all parts of the world, bro. Like I know people from South Africa, I know people from London, from Manchester, from Bristol, UK. I know people from Portugal, Spain. You name it.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky and blessed to do that. So um, I am focused on getting gigs outside of New York City right now. So the way that I'm doing that is connecting with my fellow DJs and producers outside of New York City. Like real soon, I'll be DJing in the birthplace of house music, Chicago, which is
Chicago, nice.
I cannot wait to experience that. So it's pretty much, it's gonna be like an amazing time for me. So yeah, unfortunately, man, it's very hard to get gigs in New York City. A lot of the promoters that I've worked with in the past are, I don't know, maybe they don't like me. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah.
I don't get the calls that I feel like I should be getting. So that's what's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Well, listen, if you get some overseas gigs, that'd be great. You're going to Chicago, that's good. So, John, before I let you go, any other thing you want to promote or talk about before we end the show?
Well, yes. I don't. I'm sure you know that I have. Back in 2020, I did the most ambitious thing that I've ever done as a DJ and music producer. I started my own record label.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
talk more about that. Yeah.
so I started my own record label back in 2020, and next Friday, my label turns 5 years old, man. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing. I didn't think that I would be where I am right now with, over 200 releases now on my
Oh,
label.
wow.
And I've had very I've been very fortunate to work with amazing producers and make and build those kinds of relationships with them as well. So I'm just ready to take it to the next step. One of my mentors in this whole thing, his name is Victor Hernandez. I don't know if
Mm,
you ever heard of him.
no.
He goes by the name of Realm of House, right?
Okay.
So Victor, back in 2020, I told him that I wanted to start my own label and stuff like that. So he was like, "Yo, go for it," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Yo," he said to me, you'll be at a better place 5 years from now," and he was right.
Yeah.
He's had
Yeah.
it. He's the owner of Arawakan Records. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so he owns that record label, and he's had
Oh,
it for
wow. Okay.
yeah he's had it for 10 years. So I've been very very fortunate to work to know these guys. Doug Gomez is another friend of mine.
Yeah, and I heard of Doug Gomez. Yes.
Doug Gomez, actually, I gotta shout out to Doug because he pretty much was the catalyst when I was a little bit, hesitant to get started. He was like, "Dude, just close your eyes and go for it,"
Yeah.
because the way that it happened for me, Will, is this, right? Everywhere that I wanted, like I wanted to get started, right? Every distributor was putting me down because I wasn't a well-known person, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I pretty much discovered that I could start my own record label without having a distributor. So I went into this thing called PRDS Direct,
Mm,
where you could start your own label and stuff like that without having to work or worry about all the craziness that a legit distributor does, right?
yeah.
But the problem with that was that it wasn't pushing the music as much as I would like it to.
Mm,
It wasn't distributing the music where I would like the music to be.
right.
So I pretty much was ready to give up, right? But out of the grace of God, dude, seriously, something happened, right? I open up my email and I get an email from Chris James of MN2S, which is a very very famous uh, record label distributor, and they
Okay.
were offering me a 5 year contract because they liked my music so much and they wanted to work with me. I was like, "Are you
Wow.
kidding me?" Out of nowhere, this came out of nowhere, dude. So I was like, "Yo, I'm
Wow.
I'm gonna jump on this. I got to do this, right?" So Doug, I was telling Doug about it, right? And I was like, "Yo, bro, should I do it?" Blah blah blah. I was a little hesitant, but he was like, "Yo, dude, just close your eyes and go for it." So I needed to do that, and I thank him so much for giving me that push because I wouldn't
Yeah.
be there. I wouldn't be here had it not been for that because I was ready to quit. I was ready to quit, and I'm now in an amazing place. I have all these releases out. Um, you could catch my music on everywhere you get your music on Beatport, Juno, uh, um, Track Source, iTunes. They call it, the music app, the Apple Music app, but I call it iTunes still. But
Yeah, yeah.
you can get my music wherever you get your music. It's on YouTube. All my stuff is there. So I'm just
Okay.
very happy, very excited about that. Real quick
Yeah.
before you go,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I got to tell you one more thing. So when I first started DJing, this is what happens in the whole creative process is all that craziness, right? So my girlfriend in high school used to call me Teddy,
Uh-huh.
right? She used to call me Teddy. Um, so I figured out, like, what am I gonna call myself as a DJ, and stuff like that. Whatever. She was like, why don't you just call yourself, DJ Teddy Ted? So I started calling myself. I was calling myself DJ Teddy Ted for a long time, but then I found out that there's another DJ named Teddy Ted. So I couldn't
Okay.
call myself that anymore. So I came up. I'm a very creative person, so I came up with a like two words, ruckus and spin, right? And
Right.
I put those two words together, and I called myself DJ Teddy Ruck Spin.
Very good. Play on words. Yeah.
Yeah, I played on words. I play on words, right? So that was my name when I DJ'd at Tunnel.
Yeah.
When I DJ'd at Tunnel, that was my name, DJ Teddy
Okay.
Ruxpin. So then, after a while, you start growing out of your stuff. You're no longer a kid. I decided, I got to get rid of this name. I don't want to call myself that. So, my first name is Jonathan. I don't know if I told you
Okay.
that.
No,
That's
no,
my
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. My first name is Jonathan. So again, playing on names and stuff like that. So when I started to produce music, I changed my name to Jonathan Storm.
Okay.
Right. So that was my name. Jonathan Storm was my name, from 2001 to 2017, right? So in 2013, I released a couple of tracks on the Jonathan Storm and stuff, whatever, right? But then I took a 4 year hiatus from producing music and releasing music, right?
Wow.
I took 4 years off, and then in 2017, I felt like I had to come back. So in 2017, I was like, yo, I gotta rebrand myself. I don't want to call myself Jonathan Storm anymore. Everybody thought that I was a straight up techno DJ,
Right, right. Okay.
right?
I get it. Yeah.
So, but Will, I could play just about anything, anything.
Mhm.
Drum
Right.
and bass, Afro house, deep house, tech house, regular house, um, you know, reggae. I'm a complete DJ. I could do everything, hip hop, all of that stuff. I could do all of that. I taught myself how to do all of that. But
Yeah.
house music is my main thing. So in 2017, I decided to rebrand myself. So again, a play on words, right? Um, I'm also a cyclist, right?
Okay.
I like to ride bike, right? So there is this company that makes rims, and the name of the company is Mavic, Mavic. So I
Okay.
was like, okay, wow, I like that. I really do. I like that name, whatever, right? So again, playing on words, I decided to call myself Mavic. So I took the I off, and I put the E in there, and I took
Okay.
the C off, and I put a K in there, and I called myself Mavic, right?
Got it.
So that was gonna be my name, Mavic, just straight up Mavic. But I was like, nah, I needed to be like two words. So I cut my name from Jonathan to John and put it together, and it became John Mavic. And that's who I am now.
Nice. Okay, that's a good. It's funny because I thought that might have been your real name, but at least we got
No, no,
that
no, no, no.
story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
my
go ahead.
artist
No,
name.
no. Yeah, no, I love that. So, John, if somebody want to get in contact with you, or if you, what's your next gig, whatever you have going, but let's go with the next gig if you have going, because I think you got something in August. And if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, what's the best way?
The best way to get in contact with me is finding me through social media. My Instagram handle is John Mavic NYC,
Okay.
right? And on Facebook, my name is John Mavic. That's the best way you could find me. All my information is there. Everyone is on social media more or less, so that's pretty much where you can find me and stuff. You know what I mean? So, um, I do have a gig coming up in August, but it's not finalized yet.
Okay.
So once I get the okay, then I will put that up on blast. But it's supposed to be on August 9th, and it's going to be me, uh, DJ Xavier James, and
Mhm.
Nori Koto.
I heard of Nori Koto. I heard of him, right? Do I got
Yes.
that? Yeah, I heard that name before.
Well, Norikoto is a very, very, very what's the word I'm looking for? He's a very important person in house music per se, because I like to call him the one of the founding fathers of Latin house music.
Okay.
Norikoto is responsible for tracks that you probably had no idea that he's responsible for.
Okay.
You remember the track called Tumba la Casa?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's
Norikoto.
him?
That's
Oh,
Norikoto.
okay. Yeah, that's a great song.
Tumba la Casa is Norikoto. You remember a
Yeah.
track called the track goes Toda la mujeres a la noche que beben. That's
Yeah.
Norikoto.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Okay.
He's I like to call him the one of the founding fathers of Latin house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me. I had an opportunity to DJ with him back in 2013.
Right.
And now me and him, we hit it off, and we're gonna be working together on this gig, but it's not finalized yet. Once it is, you'll see it all over my social medias, and hopefully you could be there as well, bro.
Yeah, no, I definitely would look forward to it. Anyway, John, first of all, again, thank you so much for being on Dance House Dance podcast. I really appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. It was a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you. We'll talk soon.
Sounds
Bye
good, my
bye.
brother. Peace out.
Bye bye.
Later.